Hey everybody, Epona here with the next part to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The first thing you're going to notice is that there's no video game music in this particular video because of the newest version of Flaps that I had. Apparently, when I went into one of the menus, I had the stereo mix box checked, as I always do. The same way that Newfie Bongo would have it, or I guess Colonel, anybody else who uses Flaps. You don't have to have this record the system sound, you just have to have stereo mix enabled, which I did. But when I did that, did not have that box checked. All I had was stereo mix checked, and everything else was fine. When I upgraded, I went and recorded this whole LP video, and the music was playing that because I didn't know. It was fine because there was nothing wrong with the emulator. And when I went and save stated in the exact position at the end of this video, when you see it, by going in the Kakarita Village, which you will be seeing, I save stated and I saved filed also at the same time, double saved to make sure nothing happened. I went to play back the first section of the video, which is this part, and I noticed that my commentary wasn't coming in and the game music wasn't coming in, so it was just the video without any sound, like no commentary, no music. And where I already saved, I was like, oh shit, I already saved twice. Save state in the regular one, and I thought to myself, there's nothing I can do. The only thing I can do is do post commentary and apologize for the sound, or delay putting this part of the game up and keep recording, like redo the game. So I figured, rather than redo the game and have to figure out exactly what I did and look through all my videos and make sure I'm not to have the exact same file I got right now, I figured the best thing to do is just to do post commentary for this thing and have no music for the game, no gaming music. It has been corrected in the next part. I have corrected. Now, yes, I could have went online, I could have looked up YouTube videos, or I could have looked up the music for this part of the game, like the soundtrack, and play it in the background with this particular file that I recorded with Audacity for the commentary, and pretty much say, okay, you know, no one's. Some people might notice, others people are not going to notice, and some people are just not going to care. But I figured, do it without the game music and apologize for it. So, which I have done. Anyway, we are now in this part of Temple Time, and we're about to take the Master Sword out of the pedestal. Only the true hero of time, which in this case is obviously Link, or aka Bragg, being named after my last name, is able to do. And now we have Ganondorf here in like some kind of white abyss area. Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. Now, I don't know exactly what I originally was saying when I did this, and I thought the commentary was coming out, and it obviously wasn't. But at least I know that I have the first part of this video is the whole part of this video was 13 minutes and 23 seconds. So I was able to figure out the commentary. And then I just appended the rest of the commentary to the next 4 videos that Flaps made. So, Bragg, wake up. Bragg, the chosen one. So, like I said, Link is the chosen one for the hero of time. So, like I said, I apologize for that. More testing should have been done, but I kind of figured if it has the same settings and pretty much everything as the previous version of Flaps, I should have no problem. But apparently, I did have a problem. And I tested it after to make sure I can get commentary with it, and it worked. But now what did I do? I went and I had Flaps 3.5, and I got rid of it. I went back to the previous version that always worked for me. The same version that I gave Colonel, and I think I might have gave the same version to Valgo. I can't remember if he got it. I don't think I gave it to him. No, I gave it to Colonel, and I now get the same version as him, so that problem's been fixed. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the Sacred Realm, is the last stronghold against Ganon's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the Sacred Realm. Don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. Now, he's an adult, so this is adult Link. And yes, you still have the annoying fairy called Nappy. Look, Bragg, you're big now. You've grown up. The Master Sword is a sacred blade, which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time, which I already said, can pull it from the pedestal of time. Didn't I already say that? However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. You were only a kid. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? And this is where you actually have to say it's not like that. But remember, though you open the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Griddle King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power, he became the King of Evil. So, double-edged sword. His power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years, it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters, which you're gonna see. My power now has only little influence, even in the sacred realm, or in this sacred realm, namely the Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of the realm. In other words, it's like the key to defeating Ganon. And this guy, Raoul, is one of the sages. Your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, and find the powers of the other sages, and add their might to your own. This is the light medallion. So each temple has a medallion that is like either light or water or fire, or, stuff like that. You're going to find that anyway. You receive the light medallion. Raoul the Sage adds his power to yours. So now you get the light medallion. Like I said, I apologize again for the commentary, but fine. Or no, game music actually. Find the other sages and save Hyrule. Like I said, I could have just postponed and made an announcement on Twitter and my channel saying that for the next few days or weeks until I got back to where it was to, I could do it. But I'm not doing that. It's only one video that doesn't have the game music. I know it's bad because it's a really good part of the game where you first get back. We're back in Temple of Time, but have 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore, which I think I show you now in a few seconds. We'll discuss it originally. So, who's this mysterious person? I've been waiting for you, Hero of Time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to the sages, who dwell in the 5 temples. One in the deep forest temple. One on a high mountain, fire temple. One under a vast lake, water temple obviously. One within the house of the dead, shadow temple. And one in the goddess of the sand, which is actually the light temple. Together with the Hero of Time, the awakened ones will bind their evil and return the light to the peace to the world. Light of the peace to the world, sorry. This is the legend of the tempest passed down by my people, the Shiok. Once you remember what Impa's the guardian of Zelda. I am Sheik, the survivor of the Shioks. Remember Impa back when Zelda was a little girl, the guardian? She was a Shiok. As I see you standing here holding the Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary Hero of Time. I can obviously tell you I have 4 minutes left in this particular part of the video. Now this video was over 13, it was more than 13 minutes obviously, but this part of the recording. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. The sage is a girl, I'm sure you know. And for people who know this game, or have been following my LP event, or have played the game before, you pretty much know who that is. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But if you believe what I am saying, you should head to Kakariko Village. Now, actually, don't do that right away. that's actually done in the next part, the video after this. Now, I think I talked to Sheik again. Yeah, I talked to her again. And to save the forest girl, you need another skill. Head to Kakawira Village. So, I think when I get out in this part of the temple time, I, actually, yeah, here it is. No, actually, that was a save state. I think. Which is lag. I can't remember. But anyway, I'm not sure if I explain what weapons you can use and can't use. But anyway, yeah, I think I do now. Yeah, here's the part. So I tell you that the Deku Sticks, the Fairy Slingshot, and the Boomerang, and obviously the Magic Beans, and the Mask of Truth, down in the corner, cannot be used as an adult. You know, Deku Nuts, the Bomb, Ocarina of Time, and the Bomb Shoes, Phil's Wind, and Din's Fire, and the bottles can be used. Your Koi Sword and Deku Shield cannot be used either. So, that's all I was pretty much saying at this particular part, that's what you can do. So, let's continue on with the... Oh yeah, you see some redeads. I kind of say that you see a lot of those lately, and you can actually kill them with the sun, paralyze them with the sun zone. And that near door there actually explains a little bit different now in the future. So we're back on Hyrule Field, as the text says, and we're actually going to go over to Lon Lon Ranch. Even though Sheik told us to go to Kakawira Village, we're going to go to Lon Lon Ranch. Reason is you remember that little horse called Epona when you were a kid, and you got Epona's song. Hopefully you went and got Epona's song. Anyway, that's where we're going to now, and the sky kind of changes. I also make mention at this point that there's no enemies on the field, like there was no tiny skull zombies or the P-hats, like when you were a kid. There's none of those on Hyrule Field. Anyway, we're here at Lon Lon Ranch, and I think I go into the stable. Yeah, so I goes into the stable. I look around. There we go. Yeah, there was a little bit of lag at that point. Anyway, I talked to this girl here, and this part of the video is soon going to end anyway, and then I can go on with the rest of the commentary and continue on with getting Epona. There's only about 38 seconds with this particular video. The only reason I'm saying time is because I'm kind of keeping in mind with the video. I'm watching the video as I recorded this part, like I said. Everyone seems to be turning evil, but Dad, he was kicked out of the ranch by Mr. Ingo. If I disobey Mr. Ingo, he will treat the horses so badly. So, there's nothing I can do. So now I go off in here, and I just look at that chicken and be like, yeah, the chicken sucks. So I go towards Mr. So I'm just talking with Ingo here now, and he's talking about the strangers, like he was saying bad things about them. Listening to Great Gorilla King recognizes the obvious talents, and I will raise the fine horses. So we can continue on with talking with Ingo, and that's about it there. So I just continue to talk with him here and get to ride the horse, which is pretty cool. Get to ride the horse for 10 rubies, I think it was. And anyway, if you have Epona song, you get 1 minute at a time. But if you got Epona song, which I'm about, yeah, and there's another graphics glitch here that I mentioned. So you get to go with the song, and I'm just looking for the song now because I couldn't remember at this point for some reason, because I'm so used to the 3DS version. But anyway, we play Epona's song. And then Epona will come to you and get the vital on Epona. Which is pretty damn cool. So at this point here, I'm just getting Epona to come over to me now. And yeah, this is going to be about a 5-minute part or so. And then there's another minute or so left in the video after that. And then it ends with me at Kakawira Village. So, pretty much that's it for that. So yeah, we get on Epona, and then I go to talk to Mr. Ingo, not realizing that I'm supposed to jump those 2 fences first. So I kind of screwed up at first, because, you know, I forgot. So, Yeah, young man, do you know, I just feel as though if you use Z targeting, you can talk to me from horseback. Are you ready to go home? So soon? I know, you want to continue riding. This is, well, when your time is up, he'll kick you out. So then I realized, oh, I'm supposed to jump the fences. And then I'm supposed to talk to Mr. Ingo. But then again, I screw up jumping the fence at this point, and that was a little bit of lag. Anyway, I realized that I'm screwing up, so it just keeps going. Well, the lag that I'm experiencing on my end is actually from VLC player. And then I kind of go over to Mr. Ingo, and for some reason I can't stop and talk to him. And I actually run out of time, so I had to do this near horseback riding again. So I screwed up. But that's alright. You know. So he kicks you out of it. You only paid 10 rupees, you played around long enough. So I talk to him again now. And I'm like, okay, now I know what I did wrong. So I'm going to fix what I did. So fixing what I did is now the main priority. So you get another minute, and once again I have to once again I think I explain that thing, and then I'm like, okay, let's actually, play Epona song. And for some reason, I think I forgot it again, or something happened. I can't remember. I think I was thinking of Sarah's song for some reason. Oh, actually, I think I'm still thinking of the 3DS version, because it's a little bit different. Actually, it's completely different, because you don't have the C buttons. So I play Epona's song once more. And I get on Epona when she comes over, and this time I jump the fences right, and obviously end up talking to Ingo and racing him. For some reason I got off Epona. I think I pressed the wrong button. And this horse gets in my way, and I curse and swear at him. Originally. But, yeah, I'm like, you fucking freaking horse, get out of my goddamn way. And also, I won't get the rubies this time, because you already did it before, so jump over, turn around, I think I slowed down a bit, yeah. And then I stopped at Mr. Ingo, and it said, speak. Sure, getting better. How about a little race with me? One lap around the corral with that horse. Let's make another wager. Say 50 rubies, and obviously I got 408 rubies, so I say yes. Why not? Now, the race is not really that hard. I think at one point I just say I'll meet you when I finish it. I think because I screwed up a bit, so I'm not sure if it's in this particular race or if it's the second race. And yes, there is a second race. I think I cursed and swear because this guy got my way so many times when I tried to pass him, and I was just like, yeah, what the fuck. But I ended up passing just around the last corner. And you hear the victory music. But at this point, obviously, you don't, because of the, the screwing up. So there might be a bit of editing when I do the actual MP3 of this. And I'm hoping that the whole audio comes out right there. And we don't get some of the other problems we've been getting with some states. I'm going to see how much games guys. So I think there's a part where I actually say, give me a moment, people, I'll come back when I finish the race, because I think I screwed it up. But when I did this on the 3DS, I did it easily. First try, and I had no problems, and I think that's why I screwed up, because I went around yeah, so I think I ended up saying, give me a moment, I'll come back when I finish. Or I actually restart the thing. Yeah, that's what I did. I restarted. So, yeah, I screwed it up on the trying here, and, yeah. So, that was actually not fun. I think it's because I kept them banned into the fans. But like I said, on the 3DS version of this, I totally did it so easily. But, yeah. So, give me a sec. So yeah, at this point here, I was just like, okay, let's continue on, and I think I started the video part when I was actually in front of him. I said when I actually finished it, I said, no, let me wait till I pass him, and I actually passed him, and then I was just like, yeah, I passed him, and I can show you. So we just won the second race, which means you get Epona. he obviously complained about like the Epona and all this stuff. And Ganondorf's going to be pissed off at him, and as promised, I'll give you the horse. But then he won't let you leave the ranch. But there's a way around that. Over in the very corners, there's actually a fence there. Just charge up with a couple of carrots, and yeah, you can jump off. We get an awesome cutscene, and then we make our way to Kakariko Village. And when we get to Kakariko Village, it's just outside Kakariko Village, I actually stop the video and say that I will see you all in the next part. So, yeah, when we say see you all in the next part, that's what we do. So, we'll see you there when we get there. So I just run around, show